Hey everybody, Dr. Mike Hattabaugh at HeroMarriage.com, and today we're going to talk about when to get help and why it's okay. So one of the things I run into all the time is couples, and to be honest, mostly men, who are like, you know what, I don't need help. I've got this on my own. I've never been to counseling, or I've never gotten coached in my marriage. Why do I need it now? And I want to tell you that that's not only old thinking, it's now keeping you from having an even better relationship than you thought you could have. And if you'll stay tuned till the end of this video, I'm going to give you some links that are going to help you to get some coaching right now from me personally. I'm opening up my calendar, and at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to access that and how to even get a discount if you do it within a certain time frame after this video is posted. So one of the things that I find all the time from couples is that they wait too long to go get help. Sometimes they wait until the relationship is in crisis mode, and then all of a sudden it's really hard to put those pieces together. So I want to encourage you that before it gets to that point, or before you even think that it gets to that point, that you ought to be investing every now and then in a coach or someone that can help you engage the communication and relationship problems that you're facing. Now, I make a lot of videos on this channel that'll help you with some of those, but nothing is quite the same as getting direct coaching, even if it's in a small group. And that's where we're moving here at Hero Marriage, is into taking small groups of like 10 to 20 couples through a process where they're not only engaging me in the course and videos, they're also able to bounce that off each other. Now, the fear is, wow, I've got to disclose all this intimate information. Well, guess what? No, you don't. As a matter of fact, I will tell you that sometimes I stop couples as they're beginning to give me too much intimate information. Say, you know what? I don't want to hear those details. I already have enough about your style. You see, what we fix in coaching isn't some dark secret that you may have, and couples have those, and that's fine. But what we look for instead is we look for patterns in how you engage each other. And the vast majority of problems that couples have to do with skills that they need to develop on how they actually communicate. It's not so much the great secrets that are out there usually. It's more about how are you actually doing this, and how can you engage it differently and maybe see it in a whole new way. I was just coaching a couple this week, and one of their problems is the guy was kind of a tough guy, and the girl was tough most of the time, but there's times she wanted to be treated tenderly. So I set down in front of him something that was like a brick and a flower. And I said, are those two the same? No, they're not. And I said, here's the deal. You often talk to your spouse like a brick, when sometimes you need to talk to her like a flower. Now, that is powerful stuff for some people. That might be important to you. If you got that tip, that's great. But that's the kind of thing that we see when we sit down and watch couples interact together for a while, and we're able to dig into that. Usually we can figure that kind of stuff out. And it's probably stuff you've been doing for years. It's stuff that your partner a lot of times can't even quantify what's really going on. They just know it's not working for them. And there's a frustration of, I keep trying to tell you this, but we keep hearing the same thing and we miss that. And for this particular person, that was an aha moment for him. It's like, yeah, I guess I do. And I said, that's good. You talk to your wife like she's really your friend, and that's great. The problem is you need to have another mode, a mode that's tender, a mode that says, you know what, I'm going to treat you with tenderness sometimes, and at those right times, that's really important. By the way, there's a third language that I talk about, and that's lover language, and that's a whole nother ball of wax. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, is I can just sit down and hear a couple talk and ask a couple questions and find out, oh, this language is never being used in their house. Now, for some couples, that's the exact wrong information. There are some couples where there's no friendship. All the language is simply about, yeah, she's my lover, but I don't really talk to her like a friend. Well, then we introduce friendship language, and we go through some skills on how to do that. So that's an example of how coaching or counseling works. And the good news is now with this technology, and when I'm recording this, we're all still in a lockdown, so to speak. So having face-to-face meetings with people has gotten tougher. But the great news is with this technology, I can get on my computer with you. I can stand in this studio that I'm in right now. I can put you on the screen video-wise, and we can have a conversation. And I can hear you. I can watch the two of you interact. And between that, then I can come up with strategies that will help you engage each other. Now, I've got courses that do that as well. I've now got a whole cadre, a hero relationships course, a hero pre-marriage course, and a hero marriage course. That's a great place to start. But I encourage you, if you have the resources, to not only buy the course, but buy the package that gets you true online coaching as well, because there's no substitute for that, because we're all so unique. But the bottom line is, and what this video is about, is the fact that don't be afraid of it. Ask any major leaguer how they got to the major leagues, and every one of them will say, man, I needed this coach and this coach and this coach. Most of you, whatever career you're in, you had a mentor. You had somebody that walked you through the process. There are very, very few people that truly are self-made. They learned everything on their own. And I will tell you, if you're trying to do that in a relationship, good luck. It's going to take you a long time. Or you can do what I've done, and that is go seek out people that are experts in certain aspects of relationship and go, tell me what you know, and let me tell you my dynamics of the particular relationship I have. And then we can develop a really unique plan for how you guys communicate and what are the specific issues that you face, and put in place different things. So what I do know is that a cookie cutter process doesn't fit all. As a matter of fact, as you walk through my videos, I'm very cognizant of that. The skills that I ask you to do are mainly about discovery, so that you can discover your partner's particular style and what you need and adapt to it. And I want to say one thing that's really important. All of my coaching and counseling that I do for couples and seminars, never, ever, ever do I want to change the base personality of who you are. Now, are some bad habits that you do bad? Yes. Do I want you maybe to not get angry so fast? Yes. But one of the things I can't do, as a matter of fact, it wouldn't even be helpful, is to make you change. So if you're a talker and you like to communicate a lot, guess what? I can't tell you just to be quiet all the time, turn into an introvert. Or if you're an introvert, I can't turn you into an extrovert. My coaching doesn't work that way, and going to coaching doesn't work that way. So whether you go to me or go to somebody else, find somebody that meets your needs and tells you that. That's really important. They need to be able to tell you, you know what? I'm not here to change you as a person. I am here to change the dynamics and how you relate to each other. And that's where the magic sauce is. All right. Now we can get deep in the woods on that. I'm what's called a Bowennian. You can look that up if you want. But that's the dynamics of how I coach people. It's relationships and relational. There's some great counselors that focus on the individual, and sometimes I refer people to that because individuals sometimes have things that they need to work on. I can work on some of those, but largely what I work on is how's the relationship and how are you connecting, and what are some missing pieces that we can help you put together that will transform the way you interact. And the results are in the pudding. I get couples all the time that say, "Wow, you've saved our marriage. Wow, you've opened up a whole new window into how we relate to each other." And that's what I love doing. But I can't do it if you don't contact me. I can't. So I can keep giving these videos, and hopefully they're helpful. And if they're helpful, I hope you see that we're just scratching the surface of what we can do for you. So I can't encourage you enough. Check out our group coaching. Right now, in the early stages of this, check out even personal coaching. I've opened up, about 5 sessions a week that I'm willing to do with couples right now, live, via video. And keep watching my videos. But go take a course, do something, work on this while you can, because you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. And what a joy it is to spend the rest of your life with somebody that you like and you can engage. It doesn't mean you're perfect, but it means that you know that no matter what comes up in our relationship, we're going to be able to confront it, to deal with it in a healthy way. We're going to fight fair, and we're going to set boundaries so that this relationship can continue to change and grow as our life changes and grows. All right? Thanks for watching this. If you know somebody that needs to hear this, would you do me a favor and share this with them? Copy the link or something. And most of all, if you would hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate that. That really helps YouTube know that this video is being watched all the way to the end and being liked. And that means a lot to me. And again, consider hitting the notification button so when I make a new video, you get to see it first as soon as they come out. But please, 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 whatever you do, keep working on your relationship. Go get some help if you need to. It's okay if it's not me. I think everybody ought to see me at some point, but there's a lot of great coaches and counselors out there. And so you go find one that fits you as a couple and do something about it, all right? Appreciate you watching. As always, have a hero marriage.